Welcome everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flame 3344. I have 3 Divine Masculine Twin Flame reads for you. They're not long ones, so it'll be quick, but I do have 3 from, I did one last night after midnight, and then 2 today. I had some repairs going on at home, so I was busy most of the day. I'm a little bit tired from cleaning, so please bear with me. Okay, so today is February 4th, 2020, and the 4 is the Emperor, and then the day adds up to the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. So taking control over your environment and allowing the universe to guide you, not having control over you and your environment, but not having control over the world, right? You're mastering control over just your energy and not impinging on others' energies. And that's getting out of your own way. So this first read done at the SIRIAN STARSEED deck was cut at 12:07, and it was finished at 12:24 to 25, the 7 being the Chariot, and the 12 is the Hangman, the 24 and 25 are the Queen and Knights of Wands. So this first read, the only major arcana in the read was the Moon, or Luna, in this deck. We also had Solar Deity, or the Sun, and Reflection, which is the Hermit, before the read, and the Shadow came up after the read. There were 3 Pentacles, 2 Cups, 4 Swords, and 1 Wand. In that first read, we had the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and after the read, the King of Pentacles also came up. There were double 1s, double 5s, double 7s, and double 10s. And the code line added up to 14 from 4 and 10. So that's interesting. I didn't notice that before. That's the day and what the day added up to, 4 and 10. So the code line was exactly in line with the day's energies, and it added to 14, which is the Temperance card of patience and balance and being angelic. The code line was all about spirituality, compassion, pride, and time out, and pride came up multiple times. And the message had to do with the upcoming full moon and actually being mid-cycle right now at this high vibe energy with alternating currents of the Emperor. So the Emperor came up in the code line as well. Alternating currents regarding the Emperor being in a good, especially at nighttime, high vibration with the moon right now in dealing with the alternating currents or air conditioning, which has to do with conditioning of your thoughts in the creation vehicle, which is the Chariot or the Ascension process. So there's it's like again an after-death test. With this moon is considered destined from the energy that's coming up here. With instead of saying an all-terrain vehicle, this is an all-cosmic vehicle, the Chariot. Okay? So you're going to be feeling a lot of alternating currents, and to make a conscious choice to keep bringing yourself back up to that high vibration. So the numbers, other than that came up were 3241, 11 is Justice, 55 is the Ace of Swords or the Truth, 1 is Magician, 45 is the 5 of Cups, 78 the 10 of Pentacles, 10 the Wheel of Fortune, 14 the Temperance card, 57 the 3 of Swords, and 15 which is the Devil. Also 8, 10, and 7, 10, which could be 81 and 71. 81 is the end of karmic cycle according to the numerology book I have, the Divine Triangle, and 71 is the 3 of Pentacles. For me, that's very much the co-creation card. So starting this first read, the read in front of you is the last read, the third one, so I'll let you know when we get there. Drained, sick, tired, sundowning, sunset, overexposed, radiated. It's interesting. I'm not reading what I wrote, but I'm reading over east. Oh, I meant to write, it's overcast, but I was reading over east. So something about over to the east, I suppose. But overcast energy, the hermit unhappy and in love, the divine masculine's heart in the bat cave, the prisoner, dark night, sealed divine feminine destined to be lovers. Healing dreams, shining light, falling short, the dark night surrenders to hermit. Could be deemed as enemy, right? The war within, taking him prisoner or making a trade, giving each other back to each other. Peter Pan just lies down under the sword, allowing the tip of her sword to rest on the ground. The tip that was resting on the ground, he places that tip at his throat, at his Adam's apple. The Battle of Normandy is over. I give. Do with me what you will. As doctor inspects the specimen for post-war PTSD and suicidal tendencies of Peter Pan beliefs that he can fly. I believe I can fly. So that's just coming up now. 1246 is the Hangman and the Six of Cups, the children in the garden. And the Queen of Wands reversed, surrendering to the past and manifests. Grounding, third leg, third energy. Grounding, third leg, third energy, and curtain cords. New life staged for lovers, complete with new world. Caught with their pants down and out on a date, caught unshaved and tripping over ivy, and Prince is a frog with warts and all. Complete with fish and white bird, protected by nature, and hasn't aged a bit. The divine masculine in the 5D, with goats, little goats in tow, my toes anyway. Intimacy, a burden, choosing a path together. Perseverance comes up, number 4, which is the Emperor, and beneath that is Follow Your Dreams, number 85. Under the radar, the Four of Swords reversed, awakening, frustrated, and present. Eye on the new love, the Queen of Swords reversed, Queen of Cups. Feeling of failure, not sleeping enough. Uninspired, or child that is, and keeping an eye on the Queen of Cups. Watching out for the Queen of Swords reversed, underhanded behavior. Trying to look up her dress, perhaps, claiming the elephant's trunk, LOL, or a bidet to keep her fresh and clean, on a cruise or with ocean views, or making kids happy while keeping an eye on love, Juliet, not showing her grief. The Queen of Cups in the divine masculine's heart in the bat cave, at war within, forgiving and learning to manifest a date, and persevere, again the Emperor. Recently coming down the steps, awake to the King of Pentacles reversed, falling short and holding back, but ain't no sunshine when she's gone. The Knight of Pentacles offers help to the Ten of Pentacles, family, work, or legacy. The foundation here is the Knight of Cups upright, offering love under the radar, but choosing left, the new, the feminine, the Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Emperor reversed. She receives bad news that the Emperor has chosen another path. The central energy is the Ten of Pentacles again, that family or business or legacy, rising up, awakening, coming out, and running from tidal waves at the full moon, and the emotions, the subconscious, and the Empress reverse may be unwell. The challenge being the nighttime, the twins and the Emperor reversed, or the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups and the Emperor reversed. Standing up to others to receive a big love at 110 is the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. Inspired to emotional fulfillment. At 111 or 111, the Magician and Justice, keeping high vibration to separate. The Emperor reversed and the Empress reversed. A big love comes in under the radar. They won't wake up, so the superhero can't save her, and thus implementing a plan to get her out of bed, to hold back desires and secret of the King of Swords reversed, and an opportunity or student or soulmates, partners, grounding and integrating an offer of love of the Queen of Cups reversed, who may cry. Now is the Five of Swords internal war of the Hermit shedding light to find peace, truth and healing, and dreams and closure, the world complete with the Queen of Cups upright new love. The King of Cups with heavy burden. Holding tongue with kids about TV and online stuff, not expressing feelings or energy, Injustice of the King of Wands, deception, and coming together to fall on their face from grace because of lacking faith. Shining light, dreams, and healing. The King of Wands is getting over loss, detox, with the Queen of Cups reversed, offering a new life. Deception or Delta Dawn, or getting up before sun. Injustice of reunion and falling on face, they're afraid to make a fool of themselves. Soon is the Ace of Swords reversed. In a split or lie or cutting through the BS, the Queen of Swords speaks of grounding and integrating that love, excited to have happy family. Deception in the aftermath of a split, lies or cutting through the BS, and working through bleeding out and betrayal under the radar. At 124, the Magician and the Queen of Wands. Clearing out, suffering in silence, weak, in ego death. He's seeing himself as the Page of Pentacles, curious about abilities, home recovering, getting his ducks in a row. In a bold move to implement a plan to connect. Release your ex comes up, let go of control issues, and make an effort. Around him is the Ten of Swords upright, or that's how he could be seen as well. Back pain, unhappy, walking away powerless, the Hierophant with message of love and patience, or Taurus with baby and patience. Taurus unhappy, Page of Cups, walking away, taking one step at a time in loss of power, money, and independence. The masculine is to clear blocks of the Eight of Swords, the trapped prisoner, or anxiety issues, with bodyguard and holding tongue in the aftermath of sudden events, or avoiding disaster. At 129 is the Magician and the Three of Wands. Spirituality, compassion, pride, and time out, as well as even more so, spiritual partnership comes up for the masculine there. So at 130, the Magician and the Four of Wands, the union energy there. The Ten of Cups, sending him out on errands. So Erica, that's coming up right now. That's really funny. The Ten of Cups family is the emotional family the masculine's dealing with. And in this card, the energy is about the family just sending him out like the errand boy, sending him out on errands, frustrated, unable to conceive, or telling him to make himself useful. The Seven of Wands upright rising above, the drama queen, making a fool of themselves, clearly imbalanced, in debt, scammed, and won't share. Or child tripped up in a performance and embarrassed themselves in front of the family, or detoxing deception and injustice, holding on, or hoarding perhaps, the Page of Pentacles student holding back feelings or energy exchange. The King of Pentacles reversed is over a loss of the twins or kids competing or fighting to come together on a quest to celebrate joy. And then sirens went by at 135. 1 is the Magician, 35 is the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands. Back pain and a painful ending are coming up here. The High Priestess, secret or third party at work, and the King of Swords reversed, frustrated by judgment, announcement, or wake-up call. Persevering to split or cut through the BS, pulling sword from the stone. The Divine Masculine's heart is offering love. The Page of Pentacles with abilities, or kids are in pain, stepping or dumping on steps. The Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy, challenged by deception, early morn, split, lies, and BS, and prison, anxiety, war, and rising above the drama to detox akashics and loss. The Divine Masculine's dumping emotional attachments of the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or legacy, and the war between them, the challenge being deception. The Page of Pentacles, discovering their abilities, in a split, lies, or cutting through the BS, and 39 lashes in prison or anxiety, and rising above the phoenix from the ashes. Twin Towers to Twin Flames, which, by the way, is the name of my CD, for those of you who don't know. Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. If you want to support me, you can buy a song. That's great. It's only $1, and you actually get something for it. That's on CD Baby, on iTunes, Google Play, and Amazon. So at 140, the Magician and the Page of Cups, detoxing the Akashics and getting over grief and judgment. And before I forget, I did a quick meditation before the video, and junior high was definitely coming up from the inner divine feminine. She was very overwhelmed, like too many things trying to get her attention at once. So I'm getting the idea, ladies, that this is the time where things start really speeding up. And when asked where the divine masculine is, she doesn't know because she's so distracted. She has no idea where the masculine is. So that's the idea. And that's where we are, where you're going to all of a sudden get really busy. Okay, so that was the first one. Okay, the next one was done at, the SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut at 10:06 to 7, which is the Lovers and the Chariot. It was done at 10:24 to 25, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The 24 and 25 are the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands again. The major arcana were the Wheel, Strength, and Luna, which is the Moon. We had 3 Pentacles, 2 Wands, 2 Swords, and 1 Cup. We had a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Swords, and after the read, the Page of Pentacles also came up. Before the read, the Page of Cups came up. So the Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, and 2 pages. The numbers in the code line on this read were all about love. We had double 8s and double 9s. And the code line was all about the number 5, which has to do with expansion, change, freedom. 3221 came up, as well as the 88 and 99, but also 89. 23 is the King of Wands, 56, the 2 of Swords, 35, the Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands, 68, the Page of Pentacles, 78, the 10 of Pentacles, and 910, begin again. This message code line, all about love, was about taking the high road, to see the bridge or the gateway as the show of power and take the high road, right? That the bridge is the high road, the 4D bridge. Has to do with expansion and freedom and faith in creation, using the great wheel, the high vibration back and forth, the destiny, knowing that the key is to toggle up to love. Or in other words, turn left at the T in the road. Instead of the Y in the road today, it was coming up the T in the road. Like instead of a dead end, it's the T. You're turning left because the left is the feminine, it's the new. You're going toward, and I was just getting to the east, okay? So if you're looking at a map, that's not east, going left, but that's what I was getting. So if someone's literally stuck somewhere and they forgot which way to turn, it may be east, because that's the second time east came up. All right. So turn left at the T in the road, towards the divine feminine, towards the new. The Queen of Pentacles, stable and grounded after the Page of Cups message of love, new love, puppy love, child or friend, divorced, spiritual or outside the box, stuck, broken, or with move or travel, or ascension issues, and not working, or whatever you're working with isn't working, or the Taurus reversed, Cancer reversed is not working or is not working out between the two of them. Reaping rewards of uncomfortable energies, of not using their intuition, or due to the fact that a secret passion is out. About Taurus reversed, or breaking contract or divorce, or Pisces reversed and Taurus reversed, stuck, not working out, unable to move at 1040, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Cups. So I just have to get my phone out of the way here. And by the way, my ants are back today. It's definitely an early spring today. There were tons of birds out in my yard, and different ones. I actually got a good picture of 2 different breeds of birds hanging out together. And my 2 ants were literally sleeping in the middle of my counter this morning. Really funny, because I haven't seen them in months. And all of a sudden, they're just 2 ants there again, making themselves at home. Pretty funny. So going on with this, at 1041 is the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups. Sharing, settling out, sunshine, kids, exposing all, good energy, wellness, and surrendering, holding back money or a new life to be free and single, or free to see sovereign, or mother-daughter time. Free to roam with loyal friend or a pet, and enjoy yourself, environment, and fruits of your labor, or showing off a new bag or flowers you got from a boyfriend. On a straight path through the keyhole, Omega, end of karma, with flowers to pick along the way. So I was getting a mother-daughter energy here. Dressed in whatever you want, not caring what others disapprove of or your taste. Synchronicities out, lots of choices, falling short or off a horse or off the wagon again. Eyes bigger than the stomach, no option, there's only one that radiates above the rest. Patient, taking one step at a time, no option but to hold back desires for another time and be patient. or out with the child out of control, but still being patient, loving, and balanced, older and wiser when others trying to get one over on you. Deception comes, and that includes children, right? So deception comes up here and beneath it, attraction. So it could be the masculine's partner and child coming up here, or it could be the masculine taking the role as the mother right now with the kids. It's coming up about the relationship between a parent and a child here, but it was coming up all feminine energy. Just because you love something doesn't mean you must own it. So we're talking about when we're out shopping and, you know, your kids or you have your eyes on all these different things. You know, you just have to have them. You just have to have them. And this obviously has to do with overspenders. Oh, and by the way, junior high wounds were coming up today in my meditation as well. But this wound here, just because you love something doesn't mean you need to own it. And that has to do with the masculine's ownership issue wounds as well, right? The masculine needing to own his partner or own his children. So that's just a wound that's going to come up for some of the masculines. And so out shopping is just an example, a practice for that. Just because you love something doesn't mean you need to own it. So no longer keeping up with or not keeping mouths shut about lies, split, divide, or BS, rehab, hospitalization, or kinky sex or arrest. Leo strong arming or tackling the boar, yanking their fangs and covering his nose so he can't breathe, suffocating you. Palms at the beach and forcing head under water, nothing she likes about you, really, trying to force you to change to her liking. Like death, even forcing you to dress up in her clothes and then mommying you to make it all better, that she is the only one who could possibly love you, with a small portion of your favorite dessert. You with you, what did I write here? You with a bow and a very large scythe at 1103, which is Justice and the Empress, ready to cut someone major. Death be not proud, but the Queen of Cups makes it all better. Environment comes up as 44, which is the Four of Cups, grounding and integrating and mastering love. And beneath that is spirituality, which is 77, the Sovereign, the Nine of Pentacles. So the worst is coming up as the worst is over of anxiety, fear, and feeling imprisoned. Destiny, divine timing, now with clarity and student of judgment, announcements, or wake-up call to action with an opportunity or invite to connect deeply post-war of divorce, break in contract, in alternative way, love is a battlefield. Two of Cups in hot water, and that can be soulmates in any relationship or partners. But Two of Cups is coming up in hot water, and I wrote the valve expanded, but it wrote value. So the value of something expanded. An aneurysm came up as well, abdominal or thoracic, so somebody might be having issues with aneurysms. Trumpeters reflecting and holding things up, but ready to catch the patriarchy as it falls, knocking it down and picking it up at the same time. Seeing eye to eye over the rainbow, and a spark of light at 0 point, midpoint, heaven. And now I'm getting midheaven. I'm having a lot of trouble talking right now. Is Mercury retrograde yet? Spiritual or alternative Queen of Pentacles and daughter or sovereign patient with or of the Queen of Cups of green environment with number 44 and mastering. The recent past is the Eight of Pentacles reversed, done over working or not working, starting over in love, inspired to offer help to the Ten of Pentacles family or business or legacy, unable to conceive of or conceptualize the subconscious, that which is not seen. The foundation is the Nine of Swords, suffering in silence, and the Queen of Swords reversed with the Knight of Swords reversed, holding their tongues while news or message comes in or a child spreads the word. Present to the moment, or present in the moment, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords not talking, and the Knight of Swords reversed, lashing out at the kids perhaps, with the Queen of Wands present, but it seems like she's controlling what they say because she's the dominating energy there. Or the Queen of Wands seems nice on the outside, but at home they're constantly fighting, and the central energy here is the Five of Wands reversed, ending a battle or battle or competition was lost. Twins and or kids with the King of Pentacles reversed, with loss of money or status, or just ungrounded, in downturn or slowdown, and I was getting showdown just now as well, or time out. The challenge being retrogrades and things slow, not quite time yet, but wants to move forward. The King of Pentacles is reversed here, with dark night or death, transformation or transition or end, to happiness with self and being satisfied with home. At 12:56 is the Hangman and the Two of Swords, which has to do with being in your knowing and keeping to self. And here there's the energy of just being home and surrender. At 12:57, the Hangman and the Three of Swords, awakening to rising above and coming out, offering love to those in their knowing, keeping to self and being strong, taming their inner beasts or their egos. Or the Knight of Cups is going to a mediator with Leo, or trying to come together on the same page. The Devil, addictions, codependencies, or Capricorn, and Queen of Wands, broke down or not ascending, stuck, feeling a failure, or fell off the wagon, or under the radar stuff they don't want you to know about. Hanging out in slowdown with an air child, or with message or news at home or from home, hanging out with the Page of Swords, with news, message, and spreading the word at night, or talking from subconscious, or to the Man in the Moon. Or since they're stuck together, traveling, or broke down perhaps, or doing a job, might as well make the best of it and learn about each other, or do shadow work. Now the Eye of the Tiger coming out of the flames, complete, coming full circle, or Sealed Divine Feminine, defenseless to energies of drama, but now not affected, floating above the issues of death and pain, Bambi to the rescue, starting over in love, after split, divide, and injustice of holding on, saving, grounding, and skating on thin ice. The Queen of Swords reversed, being strong and sharing with the Queen of Cups for a happy, sunny family, hurting each other while connecting at the same time, in the sun with family under the radar, or some could be on vacation. But this could be too where parents who aren't together anymore go on vacation together with the kids, but they really don't want to be with each other. But stuck together, might as well make the best of it. Or at a funeral service, grieving the Ten of Pentacles family, or grieving someone from the Ten of Pentacles family, or your disconnection from the Ten of Pentacles family. Hanging out, or a day off perhaps, to slow down and perhaps lunch or chat with others. Confess, drop burdens at home, ending a cycle or hanging out in the world, or with Divine Feminine under the moon, or with kids. Siblings being strong together, or perhaps they lost a parent, aunt, uncle, or grandparent, and soon as the Two of Pentacles, saying not surrendering quite yet, the King of Swords reversed, coming clean to the Empress, exposing all, or in the sunshine with kids, getting clean, right? And that can be vacationing again, getting your body clean and feeling good, but without a lover or without affection after a battle, conflict, competition, or game. Broken, broke down, up or through, letting go, defenseless to the energies at 131, which is the Magician and the Five of Wands, expanding. And that's also that energy of conflict and change. At 131, he's seeing himself as the King of Swords reversed, at work, happy and depressed all at the same time. There was a lot of that opposing things happening at the same time, because that's that explosion, implosion at the same time, the quanta, the vacuum energy. So offering of love from the Devil waving, or Capricorn holding back money or new life at the workplace, or spouse offering love and the Divine Masculine holding back that money and new life, or playing ball after work today. High and by. Honeymoon, codependency comes up, and healing family issues. And an ambulance was driving south, as I wrote that, at 142, the Magician and the Two of Cups. Around the masculine, or how he might be seen, is the Three of Wands, present to the third party or a negative group, bad influences, under the radar or under the table, or fell off the horse and must get back in the saddle. Sudden event, explosion, eruption, epiphanies, blue top, crown, or cover, or the walls of Jericho come tumbling down to find peace. Suddenly feeling like overindulging, or suddenly present to third party under the radar, taking you to a place of peace, or taking two out on the water, or on a sudden vacation, a gift, or a splurge. The masculine needs to clear blocks of the moon, the nighttime, the subconscious, the dark feminine, war within, suffering in silence, and sister might be coming up here as well. There may be a wound with the masculine and his sister, heartbroken in separation. After the battle is over, still at war within self, love comes up as the major thing for the masculine here, holding back money, new life in a breakup. The Six of Cups, twins or kids, hugging and being strong, in completion of cycle, hanging out talking at night, without lover, getting ready for a new life. The Queen of Pentacles, Emperor, and King of Wands could be a father and two grown kids, or feminine arranging the home and decorations, as the Emperor and King of Wands discuss home and children, small talk. Ten of Pentacles, gathering a family, where the Magician comes out. He may or someone else may have fallen in recovery, or manifesting a place for a parent or Virgo to recover or live. But Sovereign and Page of Pentacles, or kids, with the King of Cups reversed, taking steps or a 12-step program, or fell on the steps, and the Page of Pentacles is going to help him with her abilities. So it could be a child wanting to experiment with their abilities because they've been practicing. The Page of Cups message of love or a child, and the dark night or death or end, hung out to dry or hanging out in limbo, expressing feelings and energy exchange, dropping burdens and confessing, I'm free. So somebody's free at the end here. The Queen of Pentacles and Sovereign, or the Queen of Pentacles is single, suffering in silence, with the King of Swords reversed, presently not working after a fight or competition or conflict, at 210, which is the High Priestess and the Wheel of Fortune, and challenged by a slowdown or twist of fate, but not surrendering to it at night. Being strong with kids or twins, the Ten of Pentacles, family or business legacy, taking steps to learn about transformation, the Crucifixion, and freedom and what that means. The Queen of Pentacles is not working in divorce, suffering in silence after battle, being strong, and the challenge being the slowdown, the twist of fate, and the King of Swords reversed, tripping up by not surrendering at present, or gifting self to kids or twin at night, or gifting the nighttime to himself, while kids are with the Ten of Pentacles family, taking steps to clear and learn about their abilities with love and freedom. Hanging out in the dark night and learning about Easter or resurrection. Those energies were coming up here. So that's the second read. Okay, this third and final read is in front of you. And as I was shuffling it, the Page of Cups flew out of the deck at 238, which is the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. And that is that pure innocent love of the Page of Cups. The SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 240 to 41, which is the High Priestess, the Page of Cups again, and the Ace of Cups, new love. And as I cut the deck there, I got breathing the air at the top. And I also noticed on the Tower card, which I don't usually notice at all, like in the movie Ghost, remember the shadow, the dark shadows that came up from the street to take him down when he died in the movie Ghost? That's the energy I was getting right there. So there could have been a murder that something like that happened, or I was getting scaling the walls, so an escape from prison as well. So there may be a murder that happens, or a murder that escapes from prison, or someone attempts it anyway. But that was the energy that came up when I was cutting the cards and started putting the clarifications out. So this read was done at 303 to 4, which is the Empress times 2 and the Emperor. So 2 Empresses and an Emperor. What does that sound like? So the major arcana were Lovers, Tower, Indigo, which is the Magician, and Strength card. Before the read, the Wheel, Reflection, which is the Hermit, and Higher Self, which is the High Priestess, came up. 2 Wands, 3 Pentacles, and 1 Sword, as well as 1 Cup. So mostly Pentacles here, which is just practical energies, as well as money. And the Knight of Pentacles and Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles were the only court cards that came up. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. The numbers in the code line were all about spiritual partnership and completion. And we had double 6s and double 9s. And the code line was all about number 11, but it could be number 20 as well. The 11 was coming up from 5 and 6. And it was interesting because I wrote, where I write the numbers down in order of the numbers, which numbers came up, I wrote the 6 in front of the 5 for some reason. So 65 was meant to come up, which is the King of Pentacles. 66 is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so that was, they were literally sitting together in the numbers, 66 and 65. So the King and Queen of Pentacles there. Also the 99, which is all about compassion in spiritual partnership and completion. The message on this one was, well, the 6 of crystals or pentacles definitely came up in the code line here. And also the 7th note of the scale, so T, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So the 7th note, but T is also in Tao, basically God. So all those energies were coming up as God, or the 7th note, right, which is the last note before you start again. A false ER, to see energy expanding. Again, with that 7th note, the God vibration, sharing, balancing the high vibe chakra system in spiritual partnership and completion. So God is not an ER for emergencies only. To use the 7th note, the crown, toggle up, to seek to expand, be free, and change, God naturally balances with the wise hermit, number 9, because that is the human collective consciousness. And that came up in another read too, where it's just about the one God and the one man. The one man is the hermit, because the hermit is the collective consciousness, which is God. One man, one God, one man, God. So they were getting me to get that concept across to you. Okay. So remember, the message was here, the universe always seeks balance, okay? It is not your job to seek balance, to seek justice, to seek revenge, because the university naturally does that. Nature cannot be unbalanced. It will always seek to correct itself. So it is not our job. It was saying God is not just for emergency use only. You are God. You are to use your own GPS system, not just in emergencies, but every day. You are the collective consciousness, the human God. Okay? So in this read, the other numbers that came up were 65, like I told you, and 56, which is the 2 of Swords. 69 is the Ace of Pentacles. 46, the 6 of Cups. 59, the 5 of Swords. And then 2311, which is the King of Wands and Justice again. So slow today. Rewind, backtrack, downturn, allow, over isolation of the collective consciousness, or winter's hibernation, ready to come out for early spring cleaning. And it was like spring today. It was warm, the birds were chirping, the robins were all looking at my house like, what do we do now? Like they were confused. Not using intuition, or the secret is out, the wounded warrior surrendered, offering new passion out of a losing battle, but winning the war. Surrender after suffering in silence. One wand stood apart from the rest, starting over in love in separation, or the game was rained out, or if you won, no one's happy for you because it was an empty win. 323 is the Empress and the King of Wands. The Empress and the King of Wands. So the end of the battle, conflict, competition, game, or quest. Release from prison, anxiety, or fear. At night, the dog is not howling. They're just looking at the moon, kind of like the robins were looking at my house today. By Hightower. Holding tongue over isolating or coming out unwise and lashing out. Holding back feelings, energy exchange, or heated debate over break, breakdown, broke, broken, broke up, breakthrough, or broke down crying in the rain in the middle of a field, or camping out alone. No shelter from the storm, or in garage, or lean-to. Puppet show is over, no one to get attention from, or changing a flat in the rain. No one to help or count on. The dogs got loose or not much help as far as protection, covering one eye trying to connect, or had to put a dog down, or hid or they were hit by a car. If that happened to someone, I'm very sorry for you. I don't like to hear about that. They're such sweet little animals. Tripped up, displaying high vibe, recovering from exile of marriage, church, or Taurus or establishment to manifest big time, DNA. Found the wand that connects to the next. That DNA is more important than all the other tools of the trade. The magician embodiment of God, literally. The good old boys, listen carefully. Come in and recover from the cold. I have the answer. Expecting someone else to give them the key when it was all right there inside you the whole time, like Dorothy. Learn to recover yourself. With nature's balance and flowers all around, the birds were really noisy talking a mile a minute. Right at that point, it was 3:39, the Empress and the Knight of Cups. They were all, like I said, they were all over the lawn and socializing. But right at that point, all of a sudden I heard them talking. It was really loud that I heard them, and they were just, all of them were talking a mile a minute, right? And then I was getting, I heard the news today, oh boy, so that was coming up. And then Jesus incarnate came up. Keeping an open mind, and beneath that, give your relationship a chance. A big love at work, balancing out and sharing, helping addictions and depression, or bad memories, childhood, or children, or the past returning and not working. The King of Wands says goodbye and hello. That was a confirmation. Took the fall to break a contract and be in Mary Magdalene buttercup yellow and natural boots after kicking away lovebird and dessert and cappuccino machine in the bedroom at 3:48, which is the Empress and the Eight of Cups walking away and within. So at 3:49, which is now the Nine of Cups, the Get Your Wish card, or just being satisfied with yourself, we have communication as 33, the Christ consciousness, and beneath that was synchronicities, 87. The collective consciousness, or that hermit, the wise one, coming out of hibernation, sharing or settling out, not working or disabled, unable to function or stubborn, not moving or just choosing to be still, knowing and quiet in the downturn. In a twist of fate, the Queen of Cups reversed is without peace, with the Queen of Swords reversed. A boat perhaps overturned, but frog is stuck in the grass, or a hula hut connection. And the Queen of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed are pissed. Getting high or getting high without them. Two have been up to no good, sneaking out at night to casino night perhaps, in the ocean, high at night, up to their neck with no way out, or a drowning incident, or nowhere to be found, or can't find the Divine Masculine because he became a frog in hiding, or playing hide and seek, which is funny because that's kind of a theme around one of the songs I wrote. Or messed with two wrong women, and now they're out to get him. Perhaps promised he'd share and then ghosted. And here the Queen of Pentacles was upright in the background. So the other queens were all reversed. And so this stood out to me that the Queen of Pentacles was upright, but not in this situation. The Queen of Swords reversed, and the wounded warrior surrenders to heartbreak, separation, and manifesting the King of Wands affections and golden communication, buttercup. The recent past is the Knight of Pentacles offering help or proposing something perhaps to the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed, suddenly, or as the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed, explode, blow their top, crown, or covers, or sudden event or epiphany between them, moving to peace, away from or with stolen goods from the Empress reversed, or took her ideas, or cheated on her and knocked her up and ghosted. The King of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Cups upright, and magically happy with themselves, or manifesting their wish. The foundation here is the Tower, sudden events with uncomfortable energies of a secret being out, dumped on, pissed on, or pushed to their emotional limits, detoxing secret passion to offer money, new life, or the gold coin. The central energy here is the Lovers, perhaps a third party, Queen of Wands reversed, or a negative group, a bad influence of the Queen of Wands is the head of, or drinking buddies, overindulgences, misery loves company, mediating the Empress reversed, or the two of them are in cahoots, the Empress reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, pretending not to know, a scam. At 407, the Emperor and the Chariot. The Queen of Wands reversed is taming her inner beast, or outer beast, Leo, with Cancer reversed also, or Leo friend broke or broke down to her about a breakup. Gemini reversed, Taurus reversed, Leo, and then Cancer reversed here. Tower comes up here with Capricorn reversed, Pisces reversed, and Scorpio upright, and challenged by the Six of Pentacles, sharing or settling out. Suffering in silence, the Knight of Cups, loving the King of Swords reversed with all 16 channels on board. The Page of Swords upright, news or message, or spreading the word of synchronicities, options, or heaven in their eyes. Not working, the Sovereign reaping rewards, supported by large burden though, and suffering in silence in order to be love. No option but to be patient angel, and the King of Swords reversed is talking, sharing with the Queen of Cups, but not sharing his feelings or energy, only synchronicities connecting them. The Sovereign standing up, obsessing, or depressed, recovering from exile, left behind, cold, no surprise there. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, embarrassing themselves in front of a grown daughter perhaps, or other people saying this about them. Or it could be a younger woman, or dumped, or in the dumps, or purging, overwhelmed by the past and no options, or unable to implement their choice of path at the moment. Now is the Six of Wands upright, leading the way, happy alone without dysfunctional family, or loss of a member or finances, falling short or played under the radar, or both fell off their horses or collided into each other, and now healing, forgiving, the Queen of Wands reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Rising above the situation, the Knight of Cups offers love, and the Page of Wands is inspired. The Knight of Pentacles is offering help to the Knight of Swords reversed, lashing out at the Page of Swords. The King of Pentacles pushes them out of bed, or kids refusing to get up, and then kids accusing them of child abuse. So there may be a situation for someone where the Divine Masculines get sick of the kids being disrespectful and not doing what they're supposed to, like they won't get up for school, and so he pushes them out of bed, so then a child may accuse him of child abuse. This also could, though, be between siblings or friends, or the Knight of Swords reversed got attacked by 4 kids or ganged up on. The King of Pentacles could be chasing down a girl to save the day, or the King of Pentacles unable to wake someone after sex or to have sex, right? So those could be 2 different things. Like one, they're just refusing to have sex. The other one is that they had sex with someone and they woke up dead in the morning. In a twist of fate, may have died in their sleep or from alcohol poisoning. Looking back, the King of Cups reversed, Scorpio's child are hurting. They may be hurting themselves, and I get cutting with that card usually. Or kids hurting each other, or the King of Cups reversed past, and the kids are acting out from pain at 428, which is the Emperor and the Two of Wands. The Empress reversed drinking with kids, Pisces and Sagittarius, or Scorpio, Gemini, Capricorn, and Leo came up as well. In a breakup, they're hanging out. Maybe foolish behavior because they're in pain and they're acting out. Soon coming up here is indigo at night in great pain, or a painful ending or back pain is released. After hard labor, could have been rushed to the hospital for a delivery or C-section, or fell off the horse again riding or doing a flip, or got sucked into something that's a too good to be true moment, foolishly falling for the devil, offering great riches, or unloading hot merchandise, or detoxing from a player. The masculine seeing himself as the Page of Swords, depressed and recovering. The bearer of good tidings, though, a little light, letting go to repair, fix, or mend, to get justice, or with Libra, with world upside down, taking the high ground, to stand up to others. Past life relationship comes up here, as well as unrequited love, and you deserve love, as well as chemistry and worth waiting for. Around the Divine Masculine, or how he is seen, is the Five of Cups reversed. Getting past this, the Page of Pentacles reversed, in need of help, perhaps from the King of Pentacles. Judgment came down on the Page of Pentacles reversed, an announcement or wake-up call to death, dark night, transition, or an end with the King of Pentacles. And this could be a father refusing help. no more. Like someone who's always asking for help, even though he's showed them a million times because they don't feel like doing it. And this is where the King of Pentacles has cut the child off. It could be an adult who acts like a child as well. The masculine needs to clear blocks of strength or Leo or ego. And the Queen of Swords speaks about split lies and cutting through the crap of or with the King of Swords reversed, or needing to be strong and not let them suck you back in, right? So being strong so you don't let them manipulate you anymore. Completion, spiritual partnership comes up here, but even more so for the masculine was financial discipline. The Queen of Pentacles reversed without peace, but unable to find the words, or Page of Cups unable to find the words for the Queen of Pentacles reversed. The bond and the bad memories, the good and the bad, through thick and thin, Sagittarius, Pisces, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, sobbing about the past where there were no options, or a sob story because they're drinking again. The Nine of Cups, happy in breakup, or hanging out because they're sick or tired or overexposed, in a move perhaps, or end of marriage, or an end of a party, a split from Trinity or the workplace or a place of co-creation. Breaking down, refusing to surrender, the King of Wands now with happy family at the workplace without this person. At 449 is the Emperor and the Nine of Cups. Get your wish card. Or the Queen of Pentacles reversed is arrogant at work or church, or lying at work or place of co-creation, refusing to surrender, refusing to juggle, or pretend anymore. The King of Wands ends up here at the end with the Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, happy or ending a cycle, and the Hermit reversed is pushed aside in need of communication. The Wounded Warrior reversed, surrendering suddenly in a message that he's over it and proposing to break up and settle. The Indigo or Magician being strong under the radar with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, getting her wish of a split from the workplace, or in order to drop a facade that she had to keep up. So maybe they were still working together, but not actually together, so they had to pretend like they were still together. The Wounded Warrior reversed proposes to the Queen of Swords reversed, suddenly in a breakup under the radar, and challenged by sharing or settling out. News of or to an Indigo and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, or word spreads fast that they're over the loss, being strong, and the Queen of Pentacles is in need of attention, or getting their wish in a split from work and dropping the act. All right, so that was it, guys. We're at 5211. I'll pull just one or two oracle cards because I'm a bit tired. Let's see, something easy though. All right, so I'm going to do an animal card, and we'll do the energy deck too. Okay, so take a deep breath. For everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? Let's clear all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill that empty space with beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light, and so it is. Okay, guys. Today is February 4th, 2020, as all the cards fell all over the place. February 4th, 2020. All right. What do we need to know? What is the purpose of these reads? What do you want us to know? What is the takeaway here? Okay, Four of Summer, the tortoise. And there's a bee in that picture too. Your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So this again is talking about having too many things happening at once, so you're easily distracted. Don't forget to be present. Okay, Four of Summer, so here's the Four again of the Emperor. And taking it slow. And also the Queen of Winter comes up here. Experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. The Leopard, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. And one more, the Dachshunds, Two of Winter. Procrastination and worrying what others will think is blocking you from making a decision. If you're torn between your own desires and someone else's, follow your inner guidance. Okay? Okay, the bottom of the deck is the Dreamer, so the underlying energy is the Shepherd Puppy. And there's someone distracted again, lots of butterflies to distract him from this present moment. You are starting a new adventure. Run free and take a leap of faith. All right? And that definitely was coming up as the masculine energy today. Or it could be a karmic around the masculine. It feels free. And in this card, too, I get very much the 4D bridge. Like the dog is the bridge. And the bridge was the focus on one of those reads. That the bridge is the show of power, right? It's humbling yourself. That's the show of power. All right, so now we'll do, this is the Metatron deck. We'll do that one. All right, so February 4th, 2020, for everybody watching, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What is the takeaway from these reads? A couple that came out there. The underlying energy is priorities, building blocks for life, which is 52, the Queen of Swords. All right, so prioritize. Remember, you're going to get distractions coming in. You're being tested on how well you can stay in the present moment while you're dealing with multiple things. All right, so a bunch of cards came out here. We have Cosmos Mirrors You, number 20, which is the Judgment card. Okay, so this was coming up around that God is man, right? The Hermit, Wise One, is the collective consciousness. And the collective consciousness is God. So you are the man God. You are one. You reflect. You are the made in the image of God. Okay. So then we have Metatron Rainbow Bridge, which we were just talking about. The dog and the bridge is always open, right? Humble yourself. Always be willing to make an open connection. 27 is the Ace of Wands. You also have boundaries. Set them daily. Right? You don't want that negative energy to drain all your energy away. And there's that key. The key to your path is a clear road, right? Clear energy. And that's 14 of being of patience and balance. And then we have the green of the heart and healing. The emerald. And the 39 is the Knight of Cups. So loving yourself first, right? Spend some time just sitting on your heart. You can put your hands there if you want, but just meditating into your heart to ask what your heart needs to feel loved today. Okay? That's a very healing energy there. And then my energy deck, and that'll be it, and I'll show you the cards. All right, again, February 4th, 2020. Everyone watching, for the best and highest good of all is concerned. What do I need to know? What do I need to learn? It's coming right out. The cornucopia. That life is a feast. There's so many choices for you. And that's 11. It looks like the 2. It's hard to tell if it's, yeah, it's 11 because it's regular numbers. So that's justice. And then the patience wants to come out too, which is 16. And you notice there's a clock on her belly there. I have one more card. The Thinking Woman is also coming out here. Right? So a woman may decide to pursue a dream of hers. The underlying energy is the happy family, which was definitely coming up in the read for the masculine. Okay? The happy, balanced family with the 4 of the Emperor having control of his life. And these are the 3 cards that came out. Cornucopia, the abundance that life is, in the beautiful woods with the fairy and the... Just there's something magical here that's happening, right? A huge offering. And to be patient with it. You have all the time in the world. Someone could be pregnant there with a clock on her belly. Be patient. This is 16 though, that's the Tower energy. So something sudden coming in, but it's angelic. I'm getting the Statue of Liberty with this. I was getting Indian vibes too, so it could be related to shaman and the Statue of Liberty. I was called to the Statue of Liberty to do some grid work at one point. But have patience with your abundance in seeking a new path of your dream. The Thinking Woman, 47, is that 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is the heaven in your eyes, the synchronicities, having choices, and taking your time and figuring out what it is that you want to focus on. And to take one thing at a time. Like, don't try to do too many things at once because it'll distract you from your purpose. Okay. So the rainbow is big here. I want you to notice that rainbow in this card. It's really pretty. And the beach came up a couple times too, so there definitely could be some people on vacation at the beach. I'm going to show you the cards here. The underlying energy, the Nine of Flames, or the Wounded Warrior. Recent past there is the Knight of Crystals. The foundation here is the Tower. The central card in this read was the Lovers. Challenged by the Six of Crystals, and that was Lovers reversed, by the way, guys. The other underlying energies, there was a lot of like two women disagreements here, but all different arrangements. It wasn't just two in particular. It was like feminine energies not agreeing or needing to mediate stuff. The crowning card there is the Six of Flames or Wands. So like you see the two women there, then you see the two kids up here, you see more kids up here disagreeing. There's a lot of that all through the read. And then we come to the indigo is here. And then the masculine sees himself as the Seeker of Orbs or the Page of Swords. And around that is the Five of Cups or Chalices. And the blocks he needs to clear has to do with Strength. And that's the Tiger in that one. And then we end up on the Queen of Pentacles, which is reversed. She was only upright in that one underlying energy, but the rest of the read she's reversed. Above that is the Nine of Cups upright. The Ace of Swords reversed. Trinity is the Three of Pentacles. That was upright. And then the Two of Crystals or Pentacles upright. And then we end up there with the Three of Pentacles again. And you see the colors on the side note, the underlying energies, and the cards that came out are very purples and pinks. All right, so very much like third eye and compassion, high heart energies there. Okay, so make sure you drink your water and get plenty of rest right now. My heart is feeling a little bit stressed. It's just 01:01:44. Get your joy and get your nature, but you know, just make sure to get plenty of rest and don't push yourself. Be gentle with yourself, have compassion and forgiveness for yourself and others, and love yourself first. Rise and be loved.